Okay, so this is the last time that I'm trying this. If it breaks again, then I'm done. I just give up because this actually is the worst stream of all time. I don't want that up there. Stop it. Like, good grief, dude. I don't understand why it always has to be an issue. There always has to be some stupid issue. And, and see, now the thing is appearing, your chat message is appearing in the middle of this freaking thing. I don't understand why that's happening now. Okay, oh, well, okay, for some reason that fixed it, I don't know why. Just clicking on it randomly, okay, I need to turn that music down a little bit on my end. Okay, so I have one last idea for this. My last idea for this is, since I can't play the videos on here, maybe I could, like, make a browser source for this scene, and then because OBS has a thing where I can't really explain this. You can like basically have a browser page open in OBS. No, stop. Like that. See, there's like a little mini browser page that should be on screen now. And so I can interact with it through this menu in OBS. And so this is my only other idea, to just use this to, good grief, dude. Why is the... Hang on one second. Dude, why is the stream so far behind what I'm actually... Okay, this is what's annoying. I don't know if this is actually even... Is this even showing up on screen? The browser source, I don't think it's showing up. Okay. Why is it not showing up if it's literally right there on my end? Does OBS seriously not show the freaking... Like, I've had a browser source up here for like free or... Oh my gosh, dude. Can I please just have one stream where something... Okay, thank you. Apparently that was the issue. This is so stupid. Okay. I was being stupid. I did something wrong. Gosh, dude, I'm the stupidest person on the planet. I swear, it's like trying to... It should show up. Okay. Now it should be there. Good freaking grief, dude. Okay, so this is what I'll do. This is very scuffed. But this is my only other option, honestly. To have like a little mini browser source on here. Otherwise, I'm literally never gonna be able to get this stupid thing to work. Okay. So, now we kind of like crop it. I think I'll just do it like this. I think this might work. It's very, very scuffed, but it seemed to be playing it smooth when I was like watching it back. The question is if it'll actually play it smooth now, and if it'll actually play the audio I want. So I'm gonna pause that and let's see, control audio via OBS. So let's see, can I actually hear this? Okay, well, you guys might be able to, but I don't think I can. Let me see. Yeah, okay, so you can hear it on stream. That's weird. That is bizarre. So I guess I'll have to just imagine the audio in my head. This is already a scuffed enough stream, so you know what? Let's just watch this, and this is just gonna be the best I can do. Hang on, I forgot to post the third or 5 millionth stream link in my Discord for the one person who might not have seen it. But yeah, this is just this is the last resort. And at least this way I can actually see on my end if it stops working the way I want it to. Actually, I'll give you captions. So I think to save time, I was gonna watch through the trailer and just give my thoughts after watching it, but I think to make this go by a little faster, and because OBS is stupid, I'll just give my thoughts now. So, first trailer, I love this. I love this trailer, dude. I mean, just actually getting to see some real footage of Pikmin 4 for the first time, after that very light, like, hinting that Miyamoto gave us back in 2015. And just being here now and seeing it in action, that's just like the most surreal feeling. Oh, wait, the video audio might be too loud. You had the red Pikmin, the blue Pikmin, yellows, a lot of Pikmin. I'll get to that in a minute. There's something I want to say about that. A couple things I'll immediately comment on. I love how this game looks. I don't typically like when games have realistic looking art styles, but I feel like Pikmin does it very well. Pikmin 3 especially, like, still holds up very well visually. I typically like more like cartoony, I guess, more experimental art styles, because I feel like realistic looking games are somewhat boring, but for Pikmin it's always worked very well. I also like that the treasures are back, and they have like fake branding. That was something that was a little bizarre in Pikmin 2, how you could find the 7-Up cola bottle cap. Also, Ice Pikmin, that's something. I've heard people saying that the Ice Pikmin might end up making the blue Pikmin irrelevant, but I think it remains to be seen. I don't know, I'm curious how they're gonna work in tandem, since Ice Pikmin can freeze lakes. You obviously don't get any of the benefits from getting new Pikmin generated from the onions if you defeat like a Bulborb or something with an Ice Pikmin, since they just break into ice shards. You can't take them back to the onion. I'm curious how that's gonna work out. Also, Ochi. I saw someone talking about how, because in the other trailer, I guess we can get to that in a minute, but like, in the other trailer they show that Ochi has like an upgrade system. We can like upgrade his abilities throughout the game. And there was someone in another server who was kind of talking about how they're hoping that Ochi isn't sort of like the new purple Pikmin, in that they're very overpowered or whatnot. I feel like from the footage they've showed us, Ochi doesn't seem like he'll be too bad. Like, not too bad as in not like so overpowered it makes the game super easy. I do kind of wish that Ochi couldn't swim across water. Like, I feel like it could actually end up making for some interesting puzzles, you know, since it'll allow them more options for water traversal, so you can bring more Pikmin across water more easily and faster. But maybe there will be some temperature differences in areas that prevent you from taking ice Pikmin. See, actually, there were some screenshots where there's like new environment, like hazards. There is one in particular that's lava, and I feel like, you know, obviously ice and lava don't mix well, so I feel like ice Pikmin could easily melt. We could easily see several ice Pikmin melt. I do think it would be interesting if there was a cave that was, you know, before entering it they told you like, hey, this cave is really hot. You might not want to bring your ice Pikmin in here unless you want them to turn into slushies. That would be interesting. I'm curious to see what they do with the caves. I'll talk more about that in a minute, since they show more of the caves in the second trailer. And also the new, like, castaway thing, treasures. I like how that looks. And also Empress Bulblacks. This was the funniest boss for me in Pikmin 2. Like, next to the boss that they just gave a gun for some reason, the only Pikmin boss to ever have a gun, Empress Bulblacks was very funny because how that boss works is those little, like, Bulborb larvae or whatever, however the word's pronounced. It spawns those little Bulborb larvae, and it eventually does stop, but it spawns in so many that you're constantly having to deal with the those little things versus getting in damage on Empress Bulblacks. And so the way that cave is designed, what I had to do was I led what was it, the little Bulborb larvae all the way around to this ledge, because they follow the captains around, and I had Olimar positioned on top of this ledge, and I had the president or lead all the larvae over to the bottom of the ledge, and so Olimar would distract them while I had the president taking care of Empress Bulblacks, so that I wouldn't have to deal with both at the same time. And I have an image of it on my Discord. I think I can pull it up if I do make this into a stream highlights. But that was a very funny boss. It doesn't seem like you're gonna be able to cheese it like you could in the original because of that. I mean, not that was even a cheese strat. It just made it much easier to deal with. Pikmin 4, crazy. And also, nighttime, epic. I'm still curious, like, they haven't shown us a whole lot about nighttime. I'm wondering how much I mean, it seems like it's going to be kind of fast-paced, but anyway, I don't think there's much else I want to comment on in terms of this trailer. I think more stuff I want to comment on is in the second trailer, so I'm going to pull that up real quick. Let me see if I can. Bing, bong, boom. Alright, stop. Okay. Alright, this should be the second one. So it just kills it before they can even do anything with the purple Pikmin with spray. Yeah. I didn't honestly purple Pikmin and Pikmin 2 are very, very good, but I almost never wanted to use them because of the Doomsday Pendulum, which you need. You don't need it, but you can only get it if you have 100 purple Pikmin.
Welcome to the Rescue Corps. As its newest recruit,
I know that there was commentary from a narrator, but I can't hear any of it, so I'm sorry if I end up speaking over the commentary. I might also turn it down the audio on the browser a little bit, just so there's immediately one thing I want to comment on with this trailer. Let me play it back.
You'll venture to a mysterious...
Look at my man! They brought back Robert! Robert from Pikmin 1 and 2, and he's like fuzzy. He's fuzzy now for some reason. I don't know how to feel about that. I think I kind of preferred when he was like... He looked more like a stone talus, you know? He looked more like a rock. I like this guy. I think I prefer how he was in Pikmin 1. Because in Pikmin 1, he's a lot more peaceful. In Pikmin 2, this guy's very violent. But I'm really glad they brought back this guy. I hope they bring back Gilbert, the bread bug.
This planet with all sorts of life forms. There,
I like that guy, the little elephant thing.
Pikmin. And the adorable rescue pup, Ochi.
And there's our man, Ochi.
Good boy. Your mission, should you choose to accept it,
Dead guy.
repair the damaged Rescue Corps spaceship and save any castaways you find. All right, let's explore.
Also, I think that's interesting. I didn't actually pay much attention to that when I was watching the trailer back. But I guess you can have Ochi sniff out a trail, presumably of the trails of castaways.
Together.
But also, I'm gonna just say this right now. I'll talk more about it later, but pay attention throughout the trailer to the amount of Pikmin types that are shown, like taken out at one time. Just pay attention throughout it. And see if you notice.
Ready for action. Blow your whistle to gather them and have them
Ice
follow
Dweevil
you.
behind the green guy? Oh, wait,
your
you mean
little-
the... Wait, hang on, I don't think Ice Dweevil. Oh, yeah, wait. Was that like I thought those things were like little like spiders, the spiders from Pikmin 2. I actually did not even see that. He's so thin, I didn't even notice him. Let's see. Oh, also, I guess I'll comment on, I'll comment on that in a bit.
Once plucked, Pikmin are ready for action. Blow your whistle to gather them and have them follow you. Throw your little buds at things, and they'll
There's so
start
much
working for
like
you.
background details. I feel like
Ochi will also
I'm not
prove to
even,
be a
I
great
might be
canine
missing.
companion.
I'm not really paying attention to all that stuff. I'm
He
more
can
so
carry items with
focused
Pikmin,
on what is immediately
or
in
smash
front of
obstacles
us.
in your...
I like how we have this completely irregular looking house we can explore. I thought at first that this was like for, some kind of like bonus challenge missions like in Pikmin 3. But it seems like in the story we're just gonna start exploring a house. I don't know why it looks like it's been completely untouched. Like I don't know how to feel about that. Like are we gonna fight some like regular human person as a boss? That would be funny. I feel like we would we would see more overgrown, like the houses looks more overgrown and messy, but this looks like someone just like left their house to go to work, and now we have all this the captains and their older Pikmin and Ochi just destroying everything in their house. Supposedly there's a cave entrance on the burning stovetop.
Your way.
Oh yeah.
And if you need a flotation device,
Oh
well,
yeah, I think I saw what you meant. It's
there
kind
you
of
go.
hard to
If you need a
see.
flotation device,
No, I
well,
want to go back.
smash obstacles in your
Hang
way.
on.
And
Yeah, over there. I don't know if you can see it where those little flames are, just in front, just up ahead.
if you need a flotation device, well,
I think that probably is a cave
there you
entrance.
go. Ochi can even stand up to the wildest creatures.
Also, Ochi can fight. That's epic.
Collect lots of
Ochi's gonna
treasures
die in this
scattered
game,
around
probably.
the planet to fix the spaceship's radar and open up new areas to explore.
I really love the look of these areas. I wonder how big this house is gonna be. I mean, from the looks of it, it seems like it's just gonna be this living room and that little kitchen area. I think it would be neat if there was some way that we could go upstairs in the house, but who knows? Fire Pikmin only cave. Yeah, I would assume probably. I'm kind of wondering, like, if we like where we land in each area, you know, like, or if we. Okay, so what I'm saying is like where your ship lands, you know, the captain's ship. I'm wondering if it just lands at that one spot with the Captain Corps ship, or if whenever we're exploring like a different area, then it lands in like say this house, or in that little like oasis area they showed. Do they have that little? Yeah, this.
Radar
No,
and open up
this.
new
Yeah. Sleeping green Ochi on the couch. Wait,
areas to explore.
good grief, I am not very attentive. Sleeping green, yeah, okay, you're right. So some people were saying that might be Olimar's dog, Bulby, since the mysterious leafy person is very obviously just Olimar, or possibly Olimar being possessed or something stupid like that. But I think it'd be really funny if it was his dog Bulby that he mentioned in that's mentioned in 2.
Exploration isn't
Oh, also I lost track of lost my train of thought. Hang on. Back to what I was saying a second ago. Talking about where where your ship lands in each area. I'm mostly mentioning that because I'm wondering if this game is structured like an open world game or something like that. I would assume at the start of each day you choose which area you want to land in, though. It would be kind of weird if they had this be more open world, but I don't know. I mean, it does seem like somewhat different, you know, since it's more of a sequel.
isn't limited to the
Yeah, it has
surface,
more of those elements of Pikmin 2. With the returning caves and the whites and purples.
though. Why not take the plunge underground? Here, a completely
Speaking
different
of the
environment
caves,
awaits.
just even this one. This one looks really cool. I actually love how the caves in this one look. They're much more varied, like not just
Native
visually,
creatures.
but in terms of like all the gimmicks you can
And even
see.
more treasures
There's all
around
those
every
fans and the
corner.
conveyor belts. And there's like those bouncy
unexpectedly
mushroom pads. It seems like we might be getting something much better than the caves in Pikmin 2, because I hear a lot of hype for Pikmin 2, but I personally am very iffy on the game. I think some days I'm okay with it, but other days I'm like, I don't like how intrusive the caves feel because of how they're pretty much just enemy gauntlets. There's nothing else particularly notable about them. I just hope, if anything, that the caves in this game are hand designed and not like that they, as in they don't have the procedurally generated elements of the caves in 2.
Hey, wait a minute.
And also just in general that there's less of them, so we have more overworld exploration. And just from what we've seen of the trailers, I think they're going to do a much better job on that. But
This
we do
leafy
have the
individual
demo
just
coming out on Wednesday, so I guess we might be able to see a little bit of that. I'm very, very excited for that.
nabbed the
But also there's
castaway.
the
You gotta
leafy
stop him.
individual who's very
It's time
obviously
for a
just
Dandori
Olimar.
battle.
I wonder what this
Embrace
man's up
the
to.
art of Dandori by
Did he just go
strategically issuing
crazy?
commands to your Pikmin
Who
and
knows?
Ochi. Collect more objects than your opponent within the time limit to win, and
The caves
save
seem
the
to be a mix
castaway.
of random and custom made. Yeah. Okay, wait, hang on. I just realized something. Sorry about that. What was it? 19, 19, 20, 1080. Okay. I should have been doing this for the browser, like the video thing, this whole time, because I completely forgot. I'm sorry for the distraction. I think this is gonna work a little better. I'm sorry about that. I was being stupid. Okay. I think it is a little cut off. Let me edit that real quick, and then I'll read your message. Okay. So the caves seem to be a mix of random and custom made. See, I'm honestly I'm okay with the caves having a little bit of procedural generated elements, because I understand that depending upon how many there are in the game, that would be like a lot of extra development time spent on designing all this stuff. And I don't want this game to take like 700 billion more years to come out. But at the same time, I just want some caves that take more advantage of, what we I guess I want them to be more, have more puzzles, since there's no, okay, sorry, I got a notification. Since there's no time limit, I feel like there's a lot more potential for like puzzles or something. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot else to say on that, but anyway,
By rescuing
why did it
castaway.
get dark? Did something? It got dark on this stream. Okay, I'm just gonna assume that's
You'll be able
whatever.
to do more activities back at base camp, which is right next to your spaceship. Train Ochi and teach him new skills.
Okay. Anyway, here's the thing about Ochi. The Ochi upgrades that I mentioned in the previous trailer.
Or
I don't
build
have a
new
whole lot else
equipment
to
and
add on
items
this. Oh, and also there's captain upgrades. It does seem like this game will have a much greater sense of progression with the amount of like, with it having every Pikmin type from every series, each of the games, and also the fact that you can there's the upgrade shop for your captain and for Ochi. It would just be better if it wasn't the exact same boring thing every cave. Yeah, I wish there were more like gimmicks to the caves. That's what I wanted to mention. Because the submerged castle, I know it's like very much something that people a lot of people might mention, but it's because it's true. It's like having the water wraith show up if you're like take 5 minutes and to go to the next sub level in a cave. That is just, I mean, I knew what to expect when I was first playing Pikmin 2 for the first time, but that was like such a great moment. Him showing up, and it just scared the crap out of me. And then there was I mean, I think the bosses are some notable points in the caves, like the one with the gun that I mentioned, the water wraith again, the Titan Dweevil, but everything before that, you know, leading up to the bosses, just the caves themselves, they're very boring. Like you said, the environment is usually the only thing that changes, and even then, I don't feel like much about the environments stuck out to me, other than that cave with the bread bugs, where it's like the cave is like taking place on what looks like a kid's play, like a play area on a floor. Um, but it seems like from what they show us in this trailer that there's so much more variety in the gimmicks and the environments. Like this one in particular is, I'm assuming this is a cave. I love
Creatures.
how this environment looks so
And
much,
even
and I don't mind there being repeating environments, because again, a lot of development time, extra development time spent on stuff that there doesn't need to be a new environment in every single cave. I just think a good a healthy variety is better than just, you know, some of the boring environments that they had in 2. There's a bigger emphasis on strategy now that we can only use 3 types of Pikmin at a time. Yeah, that was another thing. I mentioned that earlier, to pay attention to how many Pikmin types are on screen at one time. They are very careful to only show 3 Pikmin types taken out at one time. I say careful, but it's likely that what people have been talking about is how people think that you can only have 3 Pikmin types taken out at one time. And to me, that is a huge change that I'm not sure if I'm gonna like much, because it does change how you strategize for each exploring each area. I will agree with that, but I think for a normal difficulty, I'm not sure how well it'll go over. Like, maybe it'll be balanced better than I think, but there's so much more, so many new, sorry, there's so many new environmental hazards and obstacles. Like I mentioned, the lava. There's always fire and water, which of course you can't avoid water with Ochi. But there's so many of those hazards that, since you can only take 3 types of Pikmin out at a time, I feel like there might be a handful of points of the game which you know, you'll go to maybe the far reach of an area, and you'll realize you can't make progress there because you don't have a Pikmin type you need, and you can't really make progress anywhere else. So what are you meant to do? Like, you just are expected to go all the way back to your onion and swap them out. And that's another thing. I don't even think you can go back to your onion in the middle of a day and swap out for a whole different type of Pikmin. It seems like, since they always show the onion with those free slots, if you'll notice, there's the red slot, the yellow slot, and on the other side there's, I believe it's a blue slot. It seems like before a day starts, you'll choose the free Pikmin types you want to bring, and they'll be slotted into the onion, and then you can't swap out your Pikmin types until the next day. And again, maybe it will be handled much better than I think. I just think it's like a slight concern of mine that I feel like it might end up making exploration somewhat annoying and tedious at points. Because, you know, maybe you come across a cave that requires you know, I assume in this game they'll do like in Pikmin 2, where they'll show you the elemental hazards you'll have to you'll need the elemental hazards you'll come across. I'm sorry, I'm thinking much faster than I'm speaking. I feel like it's becoming a huge problem recently. I should have made an outline of the notes, because I'm losing my train of thought as I speak. But, you know, whenever you go into a cave, it'll show you the elemental hazards you'll have to look out for, and I just feel like it might end up being a problem. Maybe not throughout the entire game, but at certain points you'll find that you don't have the Pikmin you immediately need, and the onion will be too far to go back to, and you might not even be able to swap out your Pikmin types for ones that you need. I don't know. I don't know how to exactly word what I'm saying on that. I hope you understand what I mean, at least somewhat. But that is a slight concern of mine. My biggest question is, how will purple and white Pikmin be handled if you can't have more than 3 types out at once? That's another thing, yeah. There was someone on Twitter who was theorizing maybe you come across a purple Pikmin onion or a white Pikmin onion later in the game. Of course, you would be introduced to them first in the caves through the candy pop buds. At least that's what I would assume. But good grief, dude! My throat is gonna be dead by the time by the time I'm done with this stream. I'm not used to speaking this much. Sorry if you can hear that. I didn't even think about that, honestly, because, you know, maybe I'm wondering if how they handle it is you get introduced to the red Pikmin first. Maybe you get introduced to the purples or whites before you get introduced to the yellows or the blues. Like, I would assume you still get introduced to the yellows and blues very early on, but I'm curious. I'm very curious just to see how it all plays out, because I'm not sure, like, in my head, I can't really imagine how it's gonna work out, you know? Onions have multiple landing points that you can change midday, so maybe backtracking to the onion won't be as bad as we think, assuming they're spread out reasonably. That's a fair point. There could be multiple landing points for onions. I'm just trying to think about how this would all work out. Like, I really think I might just have to wait until the demo is out, and I hope they give us at least maybe 3 to 4 days worth of content like they did with the Pikmin 3 Deluxe demo, just to give us, like, you know, a good idea of what we are going to be getting into in a month. I think it's about like a month until the game launches. But see, I would hope that backtracking won't really be an issue. But it just seems like they're trying something so new to the series that, you know, we haven't really seen since the first game, and it was only a thing in the first game because we only had blues and reds and yellows. So I don't know. I mean, I don't think there's anything else I have to add on. Okay, actually, there was one more thing. I just think I'm not sure if I see how well it'll go over in normal mode. I think for an ultra spicy difficulty that you would unlock after beating the normal difficulty, I think it could be an interesting twist. Like, because then, you know, you would already know where most of the hazards are, what caves you would need to bring certain Pikmin into and all that. I don't know. I'm losing my train of thought, so I'm just gonna keep playing this trailer.
Train Ochi and teach him new skills.
Yeah, we have the Ochi upgrades again. I don't have anything else to add on that.
More manageable. Out for night expeditions, but there's a catch. Nightfall
and they do show us a little bit more of the nighttime gameplay. Not a whole lot, but they do show us the new Pikmin, Glowman, which you can only... Glow Pikmin, I don't know why I said that. Glow Pikmin, which you can only find at nighttime, which I think that's very cool. We have 2 new Pikmin types in this game. I was really hoping there would be one other one they were hiding away. I'm glad they are, even if we can only find them at nighttime.
And protect the luminals.
I'm very like curious to see how the nighttime uh, gameplay works out. They say it's supposed to be like more fast paced. I'm wondering if it's something like a tower defense type thing, because we have like, you can see the health bar of this the green mound thing that you have to protect. So yeah, that looks
Many
interesting
more
though.
surprises
I'm
await.
wondering if it's like, if it's optional, if you don't even need to do the night expeditions. They give us a nice little sizzle reel of
Many more surprises
gameplay at
await
the
on this
end.
uncharted planet. But with the Pikmin
I just
and
love how
Ochi
this
by your
game looks.
side, no
I love it
challenge is
so
too
much.
big or too small. Pikmin 4.
Set July 21st. We're so close. We're so close. Ah, no, stop. Okay. Let's hope Empress Bullblax doesn't appear in night mode. Endless larva. Oh, dude. I would be so upset. I would be so, so upset. I would not be able to do my stupid cheese strat. Uh, I really hope not. The thing, actually, speaking of that, there was a screenshot. I don't know where to find it, but there was a screenshot of Empress Bullblax in the overworld, in what looked like the first area of the game, but it was daytime. So I wonder if we're gonna maybe we might end up seeing Empress Bullblax at nighttime. Oh no! Oh no! No! Empress Bullblax equal enemy spawn tower. It's gonna be like balloons, and Pikmin. Absolutely insane. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. Um, and then I will move on to the next part of the stream. I'm gonna try to make this go through as fast as possible, because I don't have a whole lot more time to stream. But feel free to add some like thoughts in the chat, and I'll read through them in a minute. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Good grief. I think that photo is the Picklepedia, the one of the Empress Bulblex. Okay, yeah, that's a fair point. It might, because the way it was standing kind of made it look like that was the case. There is one more thing, one more last thing I wanted to add before moving on. Where are the Bulbmen? I just want to see the Bulbmen. I really hope the Bulbmen appear in Pikmin 4. Like, they don't need to be in the game necessarily, since they only show up in the caves, but I just think it would be really funny. I loved the goofy little dudes in, in 2. And they were very useful too. But, okay, anyway, anyway. I just hope they appear. So next I wanted to take a quick look at the websites they have. I did not mean to open Dolphin. Stop. Okay. Because they launched a Pikmin Hub website. There's not really anything to see on that. But they have a Pikmin Garden website on that is a Japanese website. And they have the Pikmin 4 UK website, which has a little bit more information on it. Let me close these. I think I'll try doing a display capture, and I hope that the stream doesn't break if I do this, but if it does, then I'll just have to record an outro for this later or something like that. So, here goes nothing, I guess. Okay. Let's just hope nothing breaks when I do this. Okay, so, let me play some music. Is this good music? No, not really. Actually, it's fine enough, I suppose. I think I'll just put on Garden of Hope. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So this is the Pikmin Hub website that they launched a couple of days ago, I think. It was like, I think it was just after the Nintendo Direct, or the day after. There's not really much in terms of Pikmin 4 information on here. They do have the Pikmin 4 shorts, no, Pikmin shorts, short movies on here, which only annoys me very slightly because I paid like, I don't even remember, was it like $5 or something for them on the 3DS? Now they're just, I mean, they were always on YouTube, but they also have comics, which I didn't even realize they have a new Pikmin comic. Wow, that's so crazy. I don't think they have anything else on here. I mean, they have the trailer, the pre-order, and all the info for the Pikmin 1+2 ports on Switch that recently came out. And they also have like a little news page where, oh, they have, okay, so they are gonna have icon elements for the Switch for those other Pikmin. I just wanted the purple Pikmin icon or rock Pikmin icon on Switch. That was my main concern. But yeah, there's nothing else of note on this website. But we do have wait, hang on, let me make sure. I need to turn that down. That game audio is probably way too loud. Okay. This is the Pikmin 4 Garden website that they launched. I assume it was alongside the English Pikmin Hub site, but this one's Japanese only for some reason. I don't know if they're gonna, I mean, I would assume they might end up making an English site for I don't know, maybe. I didn't look too deep into this. I think this is just, yeah, I think this is just news. I think this page leads to some info on the enemies, I want to say. Okay, that is getting on my nerves. I need different music. There, that's better. And this has info on the captains. I don't remember what this has info on. So we'll look at the enemy page first. It's a whole lineup of freaking idiots. The Snagrets, I hate these guys. These guys are the absolute worst. Is my cursor even showing up? I don't think it is. Hang on a second. Okay, it should be now. If me showing my cursor on stream ends up breaking it, then whoopsie daisy, I guess. But yeah, we have the Snagrets. I hate these guys. I don't know what like half of these other things are called. The Armored Cannon Beetle, which I don't think we saw that in 2. But this was a somewhat annoying one to figure out how it worked in in the first game, because I didn't realize you were supposed to throw a Pikmin at its mouth for it to like overheat. Also, there's a high quality render of bread bugs, so I feel like maybe we are gonna end up seeing them after all. And also the Bulbarbs and the Wollywogs, but what's up with this guy? Why is this one hidden? We have a list of all the Pikmin, but this one's hidden for some reason. I assume this is just Glowman, like the Glow Pikmin. I don't know why I keep saying Glowman. It's called Glow Pikmin. I don't know. What are your guys' favorite Pikmin? I mean, just in general, in terms of color or maybe their ability. Don't say purple Pikmin. You're a liar. You're just saying that because of their strength. Okay, well, you are allowed to say that, but you have all the other enemies. This guy, I hate this guy. He sucks. And this thing reminds me of an enemy from Super Mario Odyssey. And the crab guy. Wait, one's covered? One Pikmin is covered. Oh, wait, yeah, actually you're right. There's... Ice Pikmin doesn't even... The Ice Pikmin doesn't even show up here. There's no Ice Pikmin and there's no Glow Pikmin. I assume they're just hiding them for some reason, even though they're literally shown in the trailers. I guess that's just in case someone hasn't seen the trailers. Is there anything else on this page? No, it's just showing a couple of the creatures and stuff. I don't really have anything else to comment on that. We also have, I think this is supposed to be like logs for like in world, in universe logs or whatever that are written about Olimar and the Pikmin planet and all that. Too bad none of this stuff can get translated because I can't read Japanese. At least we have some nice screenshots, though. We got a nice picture of a bench, a watering can, the living room, and this looks like an alien sighting. Why is it like the Bigfoot photo? Who took this? Who took this photo? Why is not... I feel like some of this was translated the previous time I visited this page. For some reason it's not this time. Maybe I'm mistaken. Oh, okay, so I guess there's only 2 logs on this site. And they're gonna come out with more of them, I guess, as we get closer to the game's launch. first of all, I want you to look at this one photo. In the previous report, the planet PNF 404. But this time, let's report on the strange creatures that Captain Olimar met while in distress on that planet. I don't think I'm gonna read all of this out loud, but if you read through this yourself, just keep in mind this is Google translated, because this, like I said, this is a Japanese website, so some of this might translate to absolute nonsense. Those Pikmin paper clips are cute. I want those paper clips. I didn't even realize. I think I know what you're talking about. The little outlines of them. I didn't even notice that at first. I would love something like that. I just want all the Pikmin merchandise. I don't think I saved a link to it on that pinned post I had on Discord, but there was like a store page. Some Japanese store page that had a list of all this new merchandise they were coming out with for the launch of Pikmin 4. And there was, I don't know if any of you saw this, but they have this, like how they have ice trays. They have an ice tray that's in the shape of an ice Pikmin. I need that. I need that. I don't need it, but I need it. I want it. I want to make freaking ice Pikmin shaped ice and put it into my soda. I can watch him melt in real time. They are intelligent and very friendly compared to other on the planet. Although they can't understand words, they can give instructions by throwing or blowing a flute. I assume that's referring to Olimar blowing his whistle at the Pikmin. In addition, they are social and often act in groups, probably because it is difficult for one individual to survive on this harsh planet. I like how the rest of this text is cut off by this. That's awesome. It can walk on 2 legs and has a habit of carrying fallen objects. Epic. Also, Louie jump scare. Louie is my favorite Pikmin character. The name Pikmin is derived from the fact that it closely resembles the Pikpik carrot, which is also a specialty product of the planet Hokatat. Golden Pikpik carrot, a luxury ingredient, is a vegetable that everyone wants to eat at least once. I really like that there's a high quality model they have here of the Pikpik carrot. Does this mean at some point in Pikmin 4 we'll come across a real Pikmin Pikpik carrot? Like Olimar just leaves one behind, we have to find it on his trail. The ice tray is only like $20 in yen, and then I need it. I need to buy it right this instant. I need that thing. What the heck? Okay, symbiosis means that different organisms interact with each other and live in the same place. It seems that that not only are both creatures profitable, but one of them can unilaterally profitable. But what about? Yeah, but what about? Thank you, Google Translate. Very cool. If you pull a Pikmin sprout, it will recognize you as the leader and follow you. From this moment on, a kind of symbiotic relationship develops between the I just love how, because I'm Google translating all this, it gets cut off by the images. This is awesome. Apparently, Pikpik carrots are used in the co-op mode and are purchasable items. That's really interesting. I need to see this. I know there were some screenshots people were sharing on Twitter, but I don't know where on earth they found some of those images, because I don't think they're on this Japanese site. Some of the Pikmin that have been unable to build a symbiotic relationship have decreased in number or become separated from the herd, and it seems that some Pikmin go wild and move activities underground, I assume is what that says. I wonder if even the wild Pikmin have become extinct. Oh, There are other such sightings. It seems that there are also types that can no longer be thought of as Pikmin. It's interesting they have the Puffmen. I never actually saw the Puffmen. Apparently, Puffmen are in Pikmin 1. I assume it's from that one big mushroom enemy that you can find in the Forest Navel. But I never came across it. I never saw that thing. I never came across the Puffman, that is. I think it's just like evil Pikmin or something like that. But also, Bulbmin! Bulbmin appearance number 2. I want Bulbmin in Pikmin 4 so much. You have no idea. My 2 big wishlist items for 4 are Bulbmin and the bread bug. Everything else can be complete hot garbage, but it's all worth it if I get to use my silly little Bulbmin again. I think apparently in Pikmin 2's HD release, there is a high quality render of what looks like a new model for Bulbmin in the game. I haven't played through Pikmin 2 HD yet, but I think that's very interesting if that is the case. It could potentially be hinting that they do return. I think it would be really interesting if Bulbmin returned, much less the freaking mushroom Pikmin. Pikmin don't just increase their numbers by coexisting with their leaders, they seem to have been acquired the mechanism by which they are born. If you give them nutrition to their onion, which can be said to be their nest or mother body, they will spew out seeds and multiply. Next time I will report on this onion. Nice. See, that's the last of the reports for now. I assume they'll come out with another report in the same vein in a couple days from now. But even though there's not a whole lot of new info here, I think it's just a really interesting read. And the last page on here was the list of captain info, which has Almar, my man Louie, Alf, Brittany, and Charlie. And I like how, out of all of these images, the president doesn't have a in-game, so like a 3D model that isn't just like that clay model from Pikmin 2. So does this mean that my man, the president, isn't gonna have a model in the game? That's disappointing. I mean, I know he's not gonna appear in the game, but still. It's weird Bulbmin and Puffmin are mentioned despite not having renders. High chances because they are in the game, but they don't want to show us what they look like yet. Yeah, I'm wondering if that's the case too, because I think it'd be a really neat little surprise if they brought back that mushroom enemy from Pikmin 1 and, you know, had Puffmin return. I don't know. I'm just curious about a lot of stuff in this game. So, president of Hokatite Transportation. He has a penchant for money and is rough with people, but he has a character that you can't hate. But when he was young, he was a great adventurer who traveled across space. Don't trust this man. Do not trust this man. Olimar, a veteran astronaut of Hokatite Transportation. Dreaming of becoming an adventurer, he gives up his days off to carry packages for his family. For some reason, he often gets into trouble. I wonder why. A new employee of Louie, a new employee of Hokatite Transportation who is silent and doesn't know what he's thinking. A person who embodies a troublemaker, a super class glutton who acts on instinct. Alf, a young engineer from Kopai with an honest and positive personality. His grandfather was the designer of the Drake, and he grew up watching his back. He is the 13th son of 15 siblings. What on earth? This man, he had a lot of family members. Brittany she's a botanist who represents Planet Kopai and uses her knowledge to compile fruit reports. She has a strong obsession with food and has a dark side. Has a dark side? I don't know why I just processed that information very late. Think about it. Why create an entire bio for characters and enemies if they weren't going to be relevant to some degree? IDK, I think it's just a little nice mention to some unique characters in older games. I want to believe, yeah, me too. Don't... I want to believe just as much as the next guy. I want my funny little Bulbman back. Captain Charlie, captain of the Drake. He sent to solve the food crisis on planet Kopai. He is a legendary ranger who has saved many ducks in the past. Elizabeth Pet Duck, Duck Chan, to save the people of Kopai planet. So I'm assuming that's family relations or something like that, or people he cares about, and then his objective. I don't know. Okay, my throat is really beginning to hurt. I don't think there's a whole lot else to comment on in this section of the site. I do think it's interesting that we have a new model, or at least what looks like a new model of Louie. It's probably just the one from Pikmin 4, but it does look like maybe it's retextured or something, but it does look somewhat different. Maybe it's the textures or lighting or something. So I kind of wonder if he's going to show up. Let's see. Was there anything else? This is just the log. There's the news, the Pikmin movies, the merchandise. Yes, was this what I was looking for? There's a Pikmin hoodie. Where is it? Pikmin erasers, maybe. Pikmin everything. Pikmin containers, Pikmin... Oh, the paper clips are real? That's crazy. Clip, sticky note, storage container, set pellets, food pick, food. Okay, that's kind of gross. that's kind of. I mean, maybe they're disposable, but if they were reusable, that's kind of gross. Maybe that's just me. Clear pouch. We have the little flower, the vases, and socks. The tote bag, and a little keychain. I like that keychain. I want that keychain. Okay, sorry about that. Says some goods are also sold at the My Nintendo store. I do think that's interesting. I did hear that there were some Japan exclusive My Nintendo items. I think I'll look at that on my own time, but what they show here of the merchandise seems like they are going hard on making a lot of like neat little merchandise for Pikmin 4. I really want some of this stuff, as pointless as it might be. I think those Pikmin paper clips are very cute. I also want a Pikmin shirt, but they sold out on the English, on the worldwide site, regional site, whatever the word is. Face towel. Me about to get my Pikmin face towel. and the Pikmin amiibo. I think that's about it for this section. I don't think there's much else on here. We have information on all the Pikmin games and Pikmin Bloom. So yeah, I think honestly this is probably like the best site in terms of all this Pikmin stuff, but there is also the UK site, which I think does have some of its own like screenshots. So I think I'll give that a quick look. Pikmin food pics. Glow Pikmin lamp to win. You know, that's a good point. When are they gonna do that? Also, another thing in terms of the merchandise, they do have a bunch of plushies that they showed there was an image going around of them. Apparently they're supposed to release sometime in September, but they showed ones of like Ochi and the Ice Pikmin and just, like brand new purple and white Pikmin and just like a whole new collection. I don't know who's like producing them. I think it's Sanei or something like that. Sanei. That's at least how it's spelled. I don't know how you pronounce it. I assume it's like Sanai or something like that, but I want those plushies. I already have a Louie, but I just want like a couple of those Pikmin plushies. Let's just give this a quick look and then I'll do like a little recap and we'll end off the stream. So we have all this and the demo advertisement. It's interesting they didn't mention it really much else. Actually, I think they did mention it on the Direct that they're gonna have a demo next week. Have these screenshots. I don't think there's any. Maybe there is the character creator. That's an interesting new feature. I heard a lot of people weren't very big on that, but I think it's fine. I can't wait to make my own Louie Yossi. It's Ochi and the Pikmin. See, they show Ice Pikmin on this side. I think it's weird they don't want to show them on the Ice Pikmin and the Glow Pikmin on the Japanese site. Have some nice looking renders of the Pikmin though. The only plush I own is a white Pikmin. Now that I think about it, I do have a blue Pikmin as well. I got that one several years ago, but I only own the blue and blue Pikmin and the Louie plush, which I got like about a month or two ago. Dragon fruit returns. Crazy. Useful raw materials that can be used to construct bridges. Craft helpful gear. Sparklium. Sparklium. Hey Pikmin reference. PTSD. Okay, that's very much an exaggeration. The game wasn't that bad, but it was just very boring and mediocre. And the caves. Yeah, I think this was one of the images of the new lava hazard in caves. And there's not a whole lot else. We do get some nice looking screenshots though. I don't think there's any other new ones. The main one was just the lava. Of the glow Pikmin, funny little guys. Let's see. It does. I'm very curious about this. It does seem like it'll just be like a tower defense type thing. And the Dondori battles, I didn't comment on that, but I don't know, it seems, I mean, it seems okay. It seems like a neat little thing that they're bringing in a verse, like the versus mode that's like co-op into a single player setting. I think that's somewhat interesting, even though it does seem like the CPU AI might not be that smart. And I'm honestly okay with that, because I could see it getting pretty frustrating. And it probably will get more difficult later in the game, because I assume there's going to be a lot of Dandori battles between you and Mr. Not Olimar and Bulby. It's, I don't think, yeah, I think that's about it in terms of these sites. So let me change real quick to chat screen. Okay. I need to close out all this. Okay. So, let me see if I can real quick find some decent music to close off the stream with. Not really what I'm looking for. I think this is fine. So, okay. Overall, I'm very excited for Pikmin 4 in case I haven't already made that very clear to people who know me in my Discord server, because I've been talking about it a lot there. That's kind of why I just wanted to do this quick stream discussing the trailers we've seen and the website information and all that. Because there's a lot of stuff to go over, a lot of little background details and stuff I know I missed out on because I'm not like a huge like super huge into the game like some people are. But I think I will be streaming the demo that comes out on Wednesday, unless if there's something I need to do that day. I might have something that comes up. In which case, I don't know if I'll be streaming again for a while after this, if I can't stream that demo. But, yeah, I might turn this into a little highlights thing. Otherwise, I think, join the Discord if you haven't already. And I will see you all in the, next stream, whenever that might be. Be sure to check out my main channel if you want to keep up to date with my other content. Anyway, I'll see you all in the next one.